Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. We're out on location at the Hy-Vee off of Whitney Way because it has a cool kitchen. But we're here with our one of our two favorite dietitians, Aaron DeGrave. Aaron, thank you for inviting us back out here on what I'm calling the Friday night fish fry hack / greatest fish thing. No, I couldn't.
Yes, all of it.
All of it. No, you were actually looking for an alternative to a good Friday night fish fry,
yes.
And you picked one of my favorite fishes, salmon. But before we even dive into that, today we're focusing on fish. And why is fish so important to get into the diet?
Yeah, fish is a great protein source, and it has great nutrients in it. It's high in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, all the things, magnesium, everything. So it's a great option and easy to incorporate in your weekly routine with your family.
It is National Nutrition Month, so good time to, if you're like rethinking the path to healthy eating or trying something new, taking on fish in the diet is probably a go-to for dietitians, right?
It is, and again, with it being National Nutrition Month, it's a great time to rethink about or relearn how to incorporate those 5 food groups into our meals: our fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, and lean protein. AKA, salmon's a great option for that.
The salmon, we like
yes.
it. All right, so why salmon? So there are a lot of fishes to choose. A whitefish in Wisconsin right now, prime time. So
right.
You're like going against the grain here.
A little bit, but color is beautiful, right? So it's a little bit more prettier on your plate, especially if kids really are into different colors. And then it also is just packed with those great nutrients. So your whitefish is still gonna have omega-3s, maybe a little vitamin D, but your fatty fishes are really honing in on those omega-3s. We want that fatty, oily fish for those higher omega-3s. So think your salmon, tuna, mackerel, sardines, as well.
Sardines. Haven't had a sardine in a long time wherever. But besides that, salmon, is it easy to get? Because we learned something today about salmon, which you'll tell us here in a second.
Yes.
But as far as getting it, how can we get our hands on this?
Absolutely. There's tons of different options that we offer in the grocery store, from even your easiest canned option, right on the shelf stable, easy to make salmon patties with at home, add a little mayo, some breadcrumbs, egg, easy to make. There's also some packets when you're on the go or just need a quick thing to add into, or even your freezer salmon patties or salmon burgers. Again, read the package instruction, easy to make, throw it on a bun with some lettuce, tomato, or other vegetable you like. And then we even have your freezer option of a salmon fillet or the fresh option of a salmon fillet.
To this day, and Nick, who works right beside me, says, we both say to you, we've never heard of a salmon burger. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah, it's honestly such an easy option to incorporate in your routine. You really like burgers in the family? Well, try a salmon patty. It's really easy to eat as a sandwich, and it has those great nutrients, so you can't go wrong.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, I'm up for grilling fish and stuff, but yeah, you're gonna have to tell me a little bit more on that. All right, omega-3 fatty acids. What are they?
Yes. So omega-3 fatty acids are a great nutrient we need for our body, especially our heart health. Our brains are made up of fatty acids, so we need good healthy fats in our brain. Great for mental health, anxiety, depression, all of that as well. So we're looking for EPA and DHA omega-3s, and that's what we're getting from our marine sources.
And can you get these from plants, omega-3s from plants?
You can. Your ALA, omega-3 fatty acids, really come from your plant sources, your chia seeds, flax seeds, avocados, all of those different plants with the fatty acids in them. However, our marine sources are going to give you more of that EPA and DHA, so a little bit more oomph in a way.
We're quizzing you all at the end of this, so remember your DHA. No, in all seriousness, I think when you're thinking of if you're not going to eat the fish, I automatically think of, is there a replacement? And we know that we've got a replacement supplement that you could take instead of doing fish.
Yes.
But I always hear the common myth of you could taste the aftertaste of that. Not that you wouldn't have an aftertaste after a good meal, but
so you want to look for a really good quality omega-3 or fish oil supplement. Nordic Natural is actually a sponsor of our free omega-3 testing we're doing this month, and they have really good quality fish sources going into their omega-3 supplements, as well as other marine sources like algae. So if you're looking for a vegan option, they have an algae-based omega-3.
Here you go. We're here to solve every problem every day.
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, we've talked all about the goodness of fish and incorporating it in here. So let's talk about a fun recipe.
Yes.
You don't have smell-o-vision yet, but it smells amazing in here with this recipe. So tell us what we're doing today.
Yep. So we have a salmon fillet on our pan, and I've already mixed up our topping to go over top of it, which you're going to help put it on. So go ahead, mix it up with the brush and brush it onto your salmon. So in there we have orange juice, orange zest, a couple teaspoons of garlic,
Love
some
the garlic.
olive oil, and honey. So this is going to be a sweet flavoring on top of our salmon, so it's going to bring out some delicious sweet flavors.
Awesome. And how long are we cooking this thing?
This will go into the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. Until internal temperature is at 145, and you'll notice that the fish starts to flake apart from each other.
Cooking-wise temperature on that, is that like 400 degrees on the oven then?
425, thank you.
Darn, I took a guess. Took a guess.
That was a good guess.
And what are you looking for too? So if you've not cooked with fish, there's some things that you should know, I think, because I learned the hard way on chewy fish. So what should you consider when you are cooking that?
Yeah, you want to see that it's flaking apart. So take a fork at the end and see if the meat pulls apart from itself really easily. You want the juices to run clear, and then also, like I mentioned, that internal temp. So grab your thermometer in your kitchen and temp the center of it, just the meatiest part, I'd say, just to make sure that it's up to 145, and that is a safe temperature.
If you're going to grill this, because we are getting close to grilling season, any extra tips on grilling this stuff?
Same thing, make sure that internal temperature is at 145, and that's the biggest one, because that when you're grilling, you might notice it's getting cooked on the outside really quick, especially if you're using a really hot grill. So be cautious and always temp.
All right. Well, we have the final product, which smells really good. And you're serving this with a side of, looks like some nice peppers.
Yes, so we have our fish. You can see that it's flaking apart from itself. And then we also have, as an option, some roasted peppers.
I've got grilling on the brain now.
Grilling on the brain. So some roasted peppers on the side. But if that's not your jam, if that's not what you're looking for, you can always do a big salad and some rice as well.
Mix it up. Well, it's good. It's easy to work with. You shouldn't be scared of it. I think a lot of people are afraid to dive into the fish world, or maybe somebody has an allergy on one side, whatever the case, but you're here to say, no, you can do this.
Exactly. And for a family, whether it's a family of 4 or a family of 2, or maybe it's just yourself, this is a really easy, quick recipe. Throw in the oven, throw some veggies with it on the side, and you have a delicious, nutritious meal.
All right, going back quickly here, you do offer dietitian services here at Hy-Vee, and you are doing omega-3 testing, which I didn't even know that existed until you told me. So you can get tested for this, pretty easy to get tested?
Yes, just like all of our other screenings we provide at Hy-Vee, just a quick little finger poke, a couple blood droplets, and we utilize a company that actually does the full test. But I am offering free omega-3 screening till the end of the month, and maybe a little into April as well, as interest is there. But contact me at Hy-Vee.com/health.
No excuses. It's time to change up that traditional. Get away from the deep fry. One meal, folks.
One meal.
And give it a try. It really smells good, and I hope you'll all try it. Thank you so much for inviting us out here, making the awesome meal. If people do want to get in contact with you, learn more, how can they do so?
Yep. Hy-Vee.com/health, or even just call the grocery store and ask for your dietitian.
Fantastic. Happy Friday Night Fish Fry to you, Erin. Thank you so much.
Thank you.